Hello, we have another switch, but this one is the normal switch. It's the Hack 001-01. So this is the second generation version. Bought it from eBay, paid £35 plus £5 postage, so £40. It's got a sticker on the back. This is what made me buy it. It says it's not picking up any Wi-Fi or anything. So I thought, brilliant. So let's plug it in and see what we get. Got my ammeter, plugging it in now. Okay, so it's powering on. Battery's dead. Okay, so let me just wait until it charges up a bit and then we'll see what happens. Just while it charges, the condition is very, very good. Very, very minor light scratch on the screen there and a tiny little ding there. Other than that, it's in really, really good condition. And it's booted up. So here we go. Press the power button. I don't know what percentage it's on. It's luckily it's not been factory resetted. Otherwise I'll have to connect Joy-Cons. Okay, let's confirm the fault. What does that say? Oh, okay, just some made up thing. What firmware is it on? Whoa, I've never seen that firmware before. 13.2.1. How old is that firmware? Jesus. Okay, internet settings. Okay, yeah, it's not found anything, but we're not getting any Wi-Fi error. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. There's no error. This kind of reminds me that the antennas are not plugged in or something. I'm just going to go really close to my router and I'm going to see if it picks it up next to my router, okay? Be back in a second. Alright, okay, so yeah, it didn't pick anything up even right next to it. So I guess we're going to have to take it apart and have a look. Okay, so the board's taken out. I don't know if there's a bit of liquid damage. I don't know if you can see, but you can see it's like furry white stuff down there. And underneath that inductor. Bit there. Would that be affecting the Wi-Fi? Probably not, but it will need a clean anyway. So we might have to go under the microscope and have a look. Take the NAND chip off without damaging it, because that's where the Wi-Fi chip is. Yeah, that looks untouched, because we'll have to either reflow that or replace it. But yeah, let's go under the microscope and let's have a look at this down here. Doesn't look good. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, does it, really? It could just be thermal paste. I don't know, I've not seen it like that before. Oh no, it's eating away at there, it's definitely liquid damage. That's eating away at the trace. So I think we're going to have to give this a quick clean and see what damage it's done. Very strange, very white. But it's definitely eating away at that trace there, which is, oh no, that's a triangle. Jesus Christ. Duh. Oh, let's see, it's another triangle. Why is it covered the triangles up? Now, what I find interesting is, see if I can get the back. So this RMA, so has this gone back to Nintendo themselves? I don't know. RMA kind of looks like it's a proper jobby, but let me know, anyone, if they've seen a real Nintendo RMA sticker before. Again, that chip looks fine. I've actually touched it with my greasy fingers. I will check for shorts around there to see if it is the issue, which I know it is because it hangs on the logo for a little longer. The rest of the board looks mint. That's not been changed. That's all looks fine. There's no water damage indicator gone off. Check on the other side. Yep, absolutely mint. Again, that's my alcohol. Yeah, looks good. What I'm going to do is check for shorts around the Wi-Fi IC. Actually, what's that? What's these little dots? Is that a damaged chip? No, just a bit of dirt. Yeah, just a bit of dirt. Okay, let me check for shorts. So we should only get a beep on one side and not the other side. So let's have a go. No beep, beep, good. No beep, beep. Yeah, okay, so that's all reading fine, I think, other than these two potentially resistors. They're not capacitors, I don't think, because they're different colours, aren't they? Yeah, you can see they're a different shade, and they look like they're in circuit, like in series, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Okay, so let's reflow the Wi-Fi IC first, just to see if that works, and if that doesn't, then we'll replace it. So airflow's on 8 out of 8, temperature's 440. Oh, I've got to put a nozzle on this one. Got my nozzle on. Heat it up a little bit. There you go. That's now been reflowed. Yeah, let's give it a test. With all the essentials plugged in, I've got the Wi-Fi cables, the backlight, the screen, and the battery. Let's plug it in and see if it's going to work now. Oh, I'm on the plastic then. Okay, we're still powering on. Should boot up any second. Yep, there you go. Okay, that's strange. That was weird. It just suddenly rebooted itself. And it is taking a long time again. It's hanging at the Switch logo. Very long time. So I don't think it has worked. Oh, I haven't got the touchscreen in. I've got a spare Joy-Con here that I repaired ages ago. Oh, I haven't got the Joy-Cons plugged in. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Oh yeah, I haven't got the power button plugged in either. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me plug in the touchscreen. Internet settings. Right, yeah, still not picked anything up. Okay, let's replace the Wi-Fi chip. Right, airspeed 8 out of 8, 440 degrees. Okay, while the board is hot, let's add some leaded solder. Bit of flux. Some leaded solder. My tip is a little bit too big, but it should do the job lovely. Brilliant, that looks good to me. Couple in the corner there actually, I might have to try and fish out. Let's try and get those two little bits. I have got a pre-board chip that I'd done ages ago off camera. I've reboard a couple, so we've got a nice reboard chip right here we're going to put on. But first, let's move that out of the way. I need to cut my nails. Don't want to damage the chip. Right, okay, cool. So put a little bit of flux on there, the smallest amount. A little bit more. Okay, I think that'll do. That's nice and fluxed up. Now let's put this chip on. Which way does it go? I can't see the dot. The dot is... Where is the dot? Damn it. Where's the dot? The dot's that end. Okay, so let me turn it around. Right, and pop that on here. There you go. And line it up. Airspeed 1 out of 8, same temperature, 440 degrees. And gently put it on top, just to hover over it, because I don't want it to shift. Alright, I think that's probably soldered on. Now I'm going to inject some flux. And now let's whack up that airspeed. And there we go. I did see it shift a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Let's wait for that to cool down, give it a clean, and then a test. Okay, that looks pretty clean to me. Lovely. So let's give it a test and fingers crossed. I've got plugged in what I think all I need, touchscreen and everything. Oh, the Wi-Fi things are not plugged in. Okay. Don't know if it's too late now. I've already plugged in the power, but I'm sure it will be fine. Right, I've got everything plugged in that I think I need, including the touchscreen. So let's see how long it hangs on that Nintendo logo, the Switch logo. Hopefully it doesn't hang more than 3 seconds. One, two, there you go. I think we've done it. That was so fast. So go to settings, internet settings. There you go. Brilliant. Hertz 1 IP. Right, let's see if it connects. Oh, I must have typed in my password wrong. Hold on. Alright, let's see if it connects. Alright, it's not connecting. Why is it not connecting? Ouch, that's really hot down there. That's the BQ. Okay. I might have to reboot it again because I connected those things after. And I don't think it's probably using the antennas because it didn't initiate when I first plugged in the power cable. Alright, let me reboot the system. Oh, there you go, that was the issue, look. The antenna popped out. Oh. Now it should connect. There you go, and we're connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back fully together. The condition of it's amazing. I can't get over that. It's very, very good condition. Yeah, I'm going to put it back together and then we're going to test everything on camera. So I'll see you in a minute once it's all assembled. Now it's pretty much all together. It's just the casing screws that I've not put in yet, just in case anything happens. So let's power it on. Give it a full test. I've got my Joy-Con here from my OLED Switch, and I've also got this one from a repaired one that I done. So yeah, if you like this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel, and it will motivate me to make more of these videos. Thanks for watching.